Hello, beautiful beings. Love and laughter. Tanya Rainbow is here. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. This video is for you beautiful spiritual beings on your spiritual awakening path who know you have a strong mission within your heart, but you're not quite letting the fire of your spirit guide you. And that's when you get to play with fear a little bit deeper. See, when we have the fire of our spirit awaken and our mission ingrained into our heart and alive, that is what drives us forward and moves us. And any fear that gets in the way basically gets burnt up on the way. But in order to get to that place, you've got to learn how to move through that fear when it's standing in your face. And there's two quotes here that I want to share with this before I talk any further, because I feel like it's pretty strong. So this first one, I'm not sure who it's from, but I found it on the internet somewhere sometime, and it's been by my nightstand for a long time. And a lot of us are in the matrix of allowing our fears to rule us. But after so much of, staying consistent with the healing and, overcoming this over and over again, eventually you get to the point where you've overcome it so many times that it's easier to move through it. Miracles start to happen when you give as much energy to your dreams as you do your fears. I'm talking about visualizing your dreams, spending time marinating in them, thinking about them, looking for signs of them. These are all things we do with fear quite naturally, but do we do it with our dreams? The other morning, I was waking up, but sometimes I like to sit and marinate in between waking up and being asleep. And that is when our subconscious is the most impressionable. So whatever we're thinking or experiencing in between the waking and sleeping is what we're imprinting in our subconscious. And a few days before I woke up with what I'm going to share with you, I'd been grappling with a lot of fearful thoughts, and I'd been moving through it, and I'd been standing pretty strong in it, stronger than I ever have, moving through this fear, just like being done and deciding that my will of pushing through the fears were stronger than the fear itself. And so, for several days in the morning between the waking and sleeping time, I was grappling with energy and moving it and whatnot. But the other morning, I had a breakthrough because I was marinating in my dreams. I kept seeing a vision of something I was manifesting, and so I would just continue to connect with the details of that and how that would feel. And just keep recalling it and repeating it over and over again. And I was just like, thank you, Great Spirit, for this beautiful miracle. I knew this was always happening to me. And I just kept replaying it and sitting in that energy and replaying it until I got up. But, I woke up in a really good mood, and I knew that I had been, sitting in that strong manifestation energy. And so that goes back to this quote: the more energy we give to our dreams and the less we give to our fears. So on the path to this, we start out most likely giving fear more energy and more time and more energy. But the more we stick to the path, the more we start giving that energy to our dreams. And that's where the real magic happens. But here's another quote that I got from a Killer's song. Our dreams will break the boundaries of our fears. Meaning, when we can push ourselves past a certain point with our fears, there'll come a point where we will push into something different. We will push the boundaries of what we think we can have. We will push the ceiling of what we think we can manifest at a whole different level. Because the more we alchemize that fear energy, the more we're able to give that energy back to our dreams. And then when that energy amplifies, look out. Because that's magic. It's really the goal, is to get more of that fear energy on the side of our dreams. And then pretty soon you get to a tipping point and things start aligning, things get to be a little bit easier. But we have to have that time to grapple with that fear, to learn that fear, to get familiar with it, to understand it, to play with it. Because on the other side, you've got to be able to handle the dreams. You've got to be able to sit in them and feel like you're worthy of them, that you can handle them. And you get to that point by proving yourself, going through the fear and overcoming that over and over again. It builds your resilience, it builds character in you. And when you build that character, you're getting ready to be able to handle your dreams. You can't have your dreams from the same place that you made your fears and your doubts and your shames and all those challenges that you've had. That same energy will create the same energy that you're working through. So in order to get where you want to go, to start making your dreams come true, you've got to alchemize the fear energy. You've got to alchemize the shame. You've got to alchemize the guilt. You've got to alchemize all this energy that you used to be but are no longer. You've got to alchemize all the beliefs and the way of life that you knew that you were programmed by other people by, but you know is not yours. It's like you gotta stay in the image of what you were created in till you can sit in the image of what you chose to create for yourself. That's really what, I feel like fear and your dreams are, that's the difference. Is this is the life that you were trained to be in, and this is where you're trained by other people, and your dreams, that side of things, is the side of where you've decided, you've trained yourself, you put energy there yourself, you've decided, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to create, this is who I'm going to become, this is the energy I'm going to step into, this is the life that I want, this is the path I choose. But to shape your life how you want, you've got to move through what you are. So I love this quote. I love this quote. Our dreams will break the boundaries of our fears. Our dreams will become so strong and bright that all we can do is go towards them and just bust through anything that is in the way. We've got to light that fire in our heart, in our spirit, and know that that is the driving force. That is the most important energy. Nothing else. Because at the end of the day, we're going towards those dreams to build the life that we came here to build. We're building this dream life because that's the dream we came here to dream. And at the end of the day, when we go to sleep and we think about how we're going to be on our deathbed, we're filling in that gap of dream life, of the life we want to live, because at the end we want to know we gave it our all. We sucked every last bit of juice out. We sparkled and shined and doted and gloated and smiled and laughed it all to the very extent that we could. I'm just getting to the point now where I'm just like, I don't have any more energy to give to fear, because I've let it stop me and hold me back for so long, and I'm just like, fuck it. I don't have anything else to lose. I've been staying consistent for a long time, and I've been in it over and over and over again, and I'm just like, rip the damn band-aid off and go for it. Jump into the unknown. Jump into the unknown of how it's gonna fold, but the vision, the dream is already there. I know I'm going there. So when we say jump into the unknown, it's only half true, you know, because you're shooting for something. You've got a goal, you've got a vision in mind. That's where you're going towards. And of course, there's gonna be things that aren't quite the same, but it's gonna be that or better. The universe is giving you the vision, giving you the dreams, giving you the desires for a reason. Not for you to doubt it, not for you to wonder if it's true, but for you to use to drive you forward in those bad days. I've held this vision that I'm going for, you know, a couple years. A lot of the vision I have known pretty strongly for a while, but there's been so many doubts and so many things throwing me off course that I was just like, why did you give me this vision? Why is this here? Because I feel defeated. Well, this bits and pieces of the vision were given to me to keep pushing me along when it gets hard. Those are the parts that you sink into when you're struggling. You're like, well, you know, things are really hard right now, but I keep getting shown this picture or this image or this piece of the puzzle, and every time I get thrown off from it, I get brought back. So the universe is giving me a nugget here to go off of, and I just can't not follow it. Can't not follow it. Our dreams will break the boundaries of our fears. Our dreams will break any boundary that we have up about fear. Demolish those. We demolish the boundaries that our fears have, and we build boundaries that will uplift us and strengthen us and make us more loving and kind, that will make us stand more in our power. Because the more we stand in our power, the more we can help other people, the more we can fill up other people's cups. But we can't do that unless we do it for ourselves first. Good things are coming. Good things are happening. Stay on the path. Don't let it throw you off. There's gonna be many things that kick you around, but each step sparks something new under there. Each spark ignites you a little bit deeper, gives you a little bit more incentive to move forward. Each time around the spiral, you are given a gift that will make you that much more resilient on the path. All right, I think that's all I got for musings for today. I really appreciate you guys showing up to receive the message. Got any questions or comments? Go ahead and put them down below. You have any comments or questions about fear or busting through that, or limitations, or feeling stuck? Let me know. I'm here to help you. I love having the conversation. Let's open up about it. If you like this video, like it. If you feel called to subscribe, I really appreciate it, helping me get the message out here. I've got a treasure trove of different energies, insights on this channel. My hopes are for these videos to just bring a little bit of simplistic insight to the viewer. I go through these experiences and I feel these things and I see these shifts, and the universe is pushing me through this process of different perspectives so I can share it here. And I know that there's somebody's gonna stumble across one of these videos and they'll be like, holy shit, this is the puzzle piece that I needed for my, for this or that. Maybe the whole video doesn't resonate. Maybe there's just a little bit, something that triggers something within you. I found the videos that I'm called to the most have something in there that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the little missing piece that I needed, or that happened to me the other day. I just needed to hear that wording or that little insight or that story, whatever it is. All right. Love and laughter till the next video.